Bitdefender versus Norton might be the biggest rivalry in consumer cybersecurity. I spent months testing both of these on Windows 11, Mac OS, and mobiles, so I'm going to present to you every single reason why you might choose one over the other in 2026. One thing that definitely affects my choice is the price. I'll be clear, Bitdefender is more affordable than Norton on average. The number of features and benefits that you get is not really relevant if the price tag makes you want to turn around and run. That said, I'm going to argue that if you consider the Bitdefender Total Security Plan or the Norton 360 Deluxe Plan, you're going to end up with an extremely high value deal, even if you don't add any special deals on top. But you can get an exclusive discount. Just check the link in the description or scan the QR codes that you see on screen for a deal on your favorite provider. So to start comparing Bitdefender versus Norton, beyond just the plans, let's take a look at malware scans. Antiviruses should be capable of detecting all the malware threats coming my way, so I've tested both against 100 malware files. And let me tell you, it was a long test. Bitdefender took more than an hour to run a full scan, and it took almost all the CPU capacity that I had during the scan. In comparison, Norton antivirus only took about 20 minutes for the full scan and used way less of my computer's resources just to detect fewer threats in total. Yeah. That said, it's hard to call these results underwhelming. For the scan alone, that's really good. I mean, especially if you consider that I didn't have any real-time protection enabled. Usually most threats are caught before they even end up on the device. Norton and Bitdefender being effective against classic malware is hardly surprising. This high performance is why independent antivirus testers like AV-Test gave them the top-rated product award in 2025. However, if you require optimal malware scanning abilities, Bitdefender is going to be more reliable overall. That said, malware scanning is far from the only feature that differs between Norton antivirus versus Bitdefender. For instance, Bitdefender offers a VPN, albeit a limited one, a password manager, and a tool to track your digital footprint in the form of compromised accounts, exposed passwords, and so on. There's also webcam and microphone protection, defense against crypto miners, and data breach detection to ensure none of your data ends up in malicious third-party hands. Now, in comparison, Norton also offers a VPN, but it's unlimited, which is already a step up. The integrated password manager matches with Bitdefender, but instead of a digital footprint tracker, Norton focuses on adding parental control tools and secure cloud backups for your sensitive data. And yes, Norton has webcam protection just like Bitdefender. But even with some similarities, you can see that Bitdefender and Norton focus on different things. So I recommend taking a look at these features before you decide which provider you're interested in the most. The features that I discussed so far in this antivirus comparison are mostly generic, but in 2026, threats are no longer the same as they were. The prevalence of AI in malware, scams, and phishing attacks has led both Bitdefender and Norton to develop new measures to address emerging threats. For instance, Bitdefender developed the Photon technology, utilizing a massive cloud-based machine learning algorithm to identify zero-day threats, which are the most dangerous malware. Bitdefender also employed AI to literally fight fire with fire. Scam Copilot alerts users of phishing tactics and actively monitors their online activities for signs of scam activity. It's also now the only AI feature with Copilot in its name that's not virtually a piece of garbage. Now, further utilizing large language models, Bitdefender lets you drop any link, text, or email, or even a screenshot, and have it analyzed for signs of social engineering tactics, hidden trackers, or other digital threats. I like that there's no need to run the Bitdefender app for that feature. It integrates with WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Discord as a chatbot for my convenience. All right, so now Norton also ventured into AI lands, coming up with an AI-powered scam detection tool, Norton Genie. This feature is especially interesting since every time you send it a link, text, or email you find suspicious, it learns to detect patterns and becomes more effective at detecting phishing attempts. Now, where Norton completely overshadows Bitdefender is with deepfake protection. This is another feature that uses AI, but this time to automatically detect deepfakes and identity financial scams in streaming video. That means even video ads you see on YouTube can be analyzed for harmful content. Very useful considering how lax YouTube has been with genuine scam advertisements. So if you let Norton go a bit further and give it permissions to check your email, SMS, calls, or browser, it can analyze those as well and pick up on signs of scams, even if you're getting a suspicious call from a Microsoft support agent with a foreign accent. Of course, if you find this kind of stuff too intrusive, those features are easily disabled through the settings. That's my favorite part, honestly. While AI is definitely useful for dealing with all sorts of threats, a lot of companies just force these features on you, so having a choice is actually really nice. Now, all this said, there's still a huge difference between the two. If you want a hands-on AI assistant that you can talk to, which protects you against deepfakes and other scam attempts, Norton is definitely the best. Bitdefender is more of a set it and forget it solution. You can enable the features that you need and be confident that they are going to work as intended. No need to overthink things or keep your hands on the pulse. Now, I have said that I've tried both antiviruses on all devices, and that wasn't easy. After all, Bitdefender and Norton both have apps for Windows, macOS, iOS, and Android. All the major OS. While on Windows and macOS, my experience was pretty much identical, but the mobile devices proved to be pretty different. For instance, Bitdefender antivirus on Android can be configured to block suspicious calls, detect anomalous app behavior, and provide anti-theft features. On iOS, though, there's only Scam Alert. Norton also has a few special features for mobiles only, such as its app advisor that detects malware or privacy vulnerabilities, the Wi-Fi security alerts in case of unprotected connection, and web protection for all mobile browsing. Norton is going to be a better antivirus software for iPhone, but if you need to deal with rampant scam calls and value anti-theft features on Android, Bitdefender is a better option. But at the end of the day, whether you pick Norton or Bitdefender, you can ensure that you get the best deal by clicking the link in the description for the exclusive discount. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you found what you were looking for. See you in the next one.